So the $1 million World Series of Warzone tournament just happened, which means that it is time to use the $1 million loadout, which is the Kilo 141 as well as the C9. Now, depending on who would have won the tournament, this might have been a different story as to which loadout I used, because the SMG meta was actually kind of versatile this year, unlike it was last year and honestly even in Warzone 2. Because this year we had the C9, the Jackal, as well as the Lodger, believe it or not. Yes, the Lodger was being used in the World Series of Warzone, which was very surprising to me. I don't think we've ever seen that where 3 SMGs were being used at the same time, which was honestly very refreshing. Very, very refreshing to see. The AR meta, that on the other hand is a different story. It was really only the Kilo. And the thing is that I'm actually going to have to get 2 different loadout drops right here because FIFA Kill was using an 8 attachment Kilo, and right now I only got the 5, so I'm gonna have to make sure that I save up enough for another loadout drop, or just wait for the natural one or something like that. But I kind of want to go off topic a little bit, because I did see a lot of you in my last video where I was talking about COD Next, and I'll probably talk about World Series of Warzone as well, because that was an utter disaster as well. But one of my main talking points in that video was about the Resurgence map, and I think I said something along the lines of all they had to do was announce that they're bringing back Ashika and Vondel and people would have been satisfied. And there was a lot of you that were like, you know, I don't really understand why that is, because you know, the way that people create new memories is by them bringing out new maps, and I completely agree with that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't bring out new maps, but the new maps that they're bringing out is for number 1, recycled content. Like Haven's Hollow is a zombies map, brother, and number 2, it doesn't fit the expectations of a Resurgence map that people have nowadays. Now I'll elaborate on that. Okay, let me cook, because it takes a certain level of maturity. Whoa, hold on, this guy just popped up out of nowhere. It takes a certain level of maturity to realize that the common denominator between the most successful Resurgence maps are island maps. Okay, you have Rebirth, you have Ashika, and you have Fortune's Keep. Those 3 are the 3 most beloved Resurgence maps out of all of them, and I've come to realize the reason why is because they are island maps. Okay, now a lot of it has to do with the play style, the way that people play island maps in comparison to mainland maps such as Vondel or Area 99, or to come Haven's Hollow. Because with an island map, you have a sense of verticality. That's just how islands are, right? The lowest point is usually by the water, and then it gets higher up as you go to the center. And there was a big narrative in like Warzone 2 and stuff like that that was actually a bad thing, verticality on maps. But it turned out that, you know, it came to, I guess, fruition that it was actually the best thing that they could do with maps, because we had Ashika Island, and a lot of content creators didn't like Ashika Island. I think they've started to change their opinion on it, but Ashika is it's ungodly popular, man. I mean, I'll elaborate on that later, but to kind of carry on with my point, it's just Haven's Hollow is not what you expect nowadays of a Resurgence map. It is just, I promise you, it is going to be an absolute failure, just like Area 99 was, because it's almost like you would think it would be the opposite way around, but they actually have less creative control with mainland Resurgence maps than they do with island Resurgence maps. Because with an island, you know, Rebirth is based on a real life location, but still compared to Alcatraz, it has changed up a lot. And obviously with like Ashika and Fortune's Keep, it is completely not based on a real life location whatsoever, and they had full creative control over the theme of the map and where they wanted to put stuff and whatnot. And it's actually kind of the opposite way around with mainland maps, because you just have an extremely flat terrain, and for something like Vondel, right, you have to follow like the expectations of a city, and then for Area 99 you have to follow the expectations of a facility. And you know, I would love for High Moon Studios, I think is what they're called, to prove me wrong and have Haven's Hollow be a good map, but I just don't think it's gonna. I would love them to prove me wrong, but I just take one look at it and I just know that it's gonna be an utter disaster. I mean, I really do hate to break it to y'all, but it's just gonna be another failed Resurgence map, unfortunately. It's really just as simple as that. God damn, bro. How many is it, dude? Are you fucking don't? Why is he executing me? Why is he executing me though, bro? I guess I gotta go back over there, because I'm gonna need my 8 attachment Kilo it should only be one left, right? Let me see if I can land on this guy and kill him real quick. But, you know, Battle Royale maps are kind of a different story. I'm not even going to go in depth on those right now, but I'm just kind of talking about Resurgence maps because I think that as far as the future and the way that they should implement like a rotation to them and stuff like that, there needs to be at least 3 Resurgence maps. And I think Rebirth needs to stay permanently because because that is the one map along with Verdansk that you just completely associate with Warzone. Like whenever you think of Alcatraz, you think of Warzone. I mean, it's literally gotten to that point. So Rebirth, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think Rebirth needs to stay in the game permanently forever. I also think that there needs to be at least one map in rotation that is an older map. Yo, can this guy die? So an older map such as Ashika Island, and then one new map, and they need to come out with a new map, like, you know, at least once a year, like at the bare minimum, bro. At least once a year they need to come out with a new Resurgence map, and that's what needs to happen for Resurgence. Rebirth stays permanently. They have an older map in rotation along with a new map in rotation, and that's how they keep it balanced right there. That is how they keep it completely balanced. And then maybe every so often, of course, they'll have that one map such as Rebirth where it's like, you know, only quads or whatever like that. And it's not in rotation, like, you know, a separate playlist and whatever. But trust me, man, I want a new Resurgence map desperately bad, but I don't want it to be Haven's Hollow, y'all. I do not want it to be Haven's Hollow. I promise you that much. Just watch, bro. I've rarely ever been wrong when it comes to my predictions about Call of Duty. I made a video before Warzone 2 came out listing off everything that was going to go wrong with it, and I was right about everything, brother. Everything. And the people that watched that video and disliked and said that I was going to be wrong, they came back to it and said, damn, Hydro, you ended up being right. And it's like, yeah, I mean, what can you expect? There's certain expectations when it comes to Warzone, and it just seems like that the player base knows what's going to be more successful than the actual devs. They get so caught up in like passion projects of theirs, and I think a lot of it has to do with like ties to budgeting and whatnot, because obviously Haven's Hollow is a recycled Resurgence map, and I think what happens is whoever it is, like probably Activision contracts High Moon Studios to make a Resurgence map, and obviously they probably give them a very small budget, so they weren't able to go crazy. And so here we got Haven's Hollow, which is just not going to create any memorable experiences for people. It's just going to be an utter disaster. It really is. I mean, I don't know if I can go on any more about that in particular. I think I've spoken my piece on that. But honestly, I probably will make a main channel video just talking about everything Call of Duty related, because I think this is going to be another one of those years where it's like a very pivotal point in Call of Duty's trajectory. So I think I am going to make an extremely elaborate video on my main channel about that, even though that's something that I rarely do. But I think I definitely need to make a video on it. Let's get this 40 though. We mad close. Once we get the 30, we basically got guaranteed 40 right here. Let me know what you think about Haven's Hollow though. But all I gotta say is that when it was MW2 and they were having the MW3 connects, and I was in Texas at the time, I was at an event, and when I saw on my phone, actually I didn't even see it, my friend told me, who was checking Twitter, dude, they're bringing back Rebirth and Fortune's Keep, and I could not contain my excitement, and neither could the community. That was one of the best, that was the best connects actually, because it actually gave us something to look forward to. Even though they were old maps, man, it follows the expectations of Resurgence maps. That is why I'm saying this, okay? It took a couple of years to gather some evidence about what works and what doesn't. And I say we, but a lot of people won't want to admit it, but I know what works, okay? I just do. Where is this guy? I guess he went inside or something. Oof. Oh, hold on. I don't got, fuck. My God, there's so many people alive. Actually, this is wicked. That could have been bad. Where's their friend at, though? Sounds like he's below me. Yeah, there's someone below me. I just realized though, I do not have my throwing knives.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
This 8 attachment kilo is actually insane. By the way, this is my first time ever using an 8 attachment build. And that's the one thing I'm glad that they revealed, is that they're going to be, or I don't even know if they revealed it, but they're going to be taking away the gunfighter wildcard. Actually, wildcards in general, I think. Which wildcards never should have been a thing for Warzone. It was like just one of those multiplayer things that they carried over. Why are you jumping on me, you freak? Leave me alone. Oops. Forgot. He was a solo. Is that a throwing knife right there? Nah, shock charge. I do not want that. There's still someone below me. I think they're bottom level though. Wait, no, they're up here. He must have went up zip or something.
Only 4 left.
Only 4 left, mate.
5 squads still operational in the AO.
Oh, there was someone down there camping the buy station. Hey, thank God that this guy came through right here. Or else I probably would have died to this guy camping this. Yo, can you turn that off, man? You're gonna get me copyrighted. That's not him. Bro, who is playing this? They're actually gonna get me copyrighted, like no cap. Oops. Oh, okay. I thought I just airstrike myself. Oh, I did kind of. Oh, that could have been really bad.
We're in the top 3. Don't let up now. Gas is inbound.
Dude, come on, man. Yo, turn that off, Hefe. Damn, man. That was it. Let's go. Low 45. Let's go, baby. To 1 mil loadout. Hey, let's run it back real quick, though. Let's run it back. Man, I'll tell you what, though, dude. This World Series of Warzone was such a disaster, man. I mean, an unfathomable disaster. It was just a colossal failure, dude. It was just, I couldn't believe my eyes. Because, and I honestly kind of, like, figured that it was gonna be bad, but I didn't know it was gonna be that bad just by the way that they presented like how the event was gonna work and everything like that. But like basically, if you didn't watch the event, the venue was just pathetic, man. I mean, it almost looked like a Challengers LAN event, which is like the league below the COD league and everything like that for, you know, just regular multiplayer. It was such a disappointment, brother, because they had to have cut their budget by like 75% or more. It was literally 3 events combined into 2 days, man. They had COD Next, then they had the Code Bowl tournament, and then the day after that, they had the World Series of Warzone on the same setups. And it got so bad to the point where they had to uninstall the game on every single setup and then reinstall it. And I think by the time that they completed their first game, it was like 3.5 hours into the event or something like that. It was absolutely pathetic. It made a lot of people retire. I say a lot of people, but I think a few other people did actually hang it up and just go the content route, including Biffle. And that's how you know it's bad, because obviously Biffle is known to be probably the best player in the world overall. But yeah, it's just very unfortunate. It just seems like that, like no matter what Call of Duty does, man, they just it's like L after L. You feel what I'm saying? But they do it to themselves. It's like if you want a good event, well, you got to put in effort, man. Like you can't just throw all of these setups stacked up like sardines and have 3 events in 2 days. You feel what I'm saying? It was just very unprofessional of them. And a lot of people are like, Hydro, why don't you play in tournaments? Hydro, why don't you play rank play? Well, because competitive Warzone is a disappointment, man. I need to get another loadout drop right now. I'm actually just gonna go get it up here real quick, just so I don't waste any time. But To kind of elaborate on the Cotton X situation more, I think another point of contention was that I was mentioning that the content was dry. I must have mentioned that the content was dry. I don't know if I was referring to this game or like perhaps if BO7's content is going to be dry. But the reason why I say that, and when I think of dry content, I think of the fact that there is no roadmap for expected content that comes out. And I'm talking about like actual content that can be utilized in game. I'm not talking about like an operator that you don't see yourself. I'm not talking about like what the fuck, I'm not talking about like what you call it, like a sticker on your gun or something like that. I'm talking about actual meaningful things that are added to the game, such as conversion kits or attachments, blueprints, camos, event camos. And when I think of a perfect Call of Duty that did that, it was MW3. I mean, literally, if you remember, you got on the game and you saw the roadmap for each week. For each week of a season, you saw week 1 and it was a certain unlock. For week 2, it was a certain unlock, and you saw all the challenges that you had to do for them. And it was something that every player could follow, and it just worked because it was actual good content. The conversion kit system just worked last year. They kind of fumbled it with BO6. They had all these event camos to the point where it was like, you know, like you really had to grind the game because it was based off XP and whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? And we just didn't have that with BO6. Sure, to some extent, but a lot of the events in this game were like literally pay to win events, and they have like all these event passes now and everything like that, where it's like, if you pay like another $15 on top of the original battle pass, then you can get the fucking Seth Rogen skin early. Like, are you kidding me, brother? Like, that is not meaningful content, brother. No one's gonna look back at that and be like, damn, bro, I really miss grinding for that Seth Rogen skin. But already, dude, I already looked back on MW3, even though it was literally just a year ago, and be like, damn, like I actually miss getting on MW3 and grinding out those weekly challenges so I can make content on actual content, not no junk operator that I have to pay $15 in a event pass for. It's stupid, bro. It really is. And they actually, like, it came out in a leak that Activision admitted it themselves, that the event passes that had like no sense of theme when it comes to like the actual game and whatnot was a pretty dumb idea. Like, I forget word for word what they said, but basically they were saying that they fucked up with like the Ninja Turtles and Seth Rogen and all that stuff. So that's good to hear, and I'm just hoping that they don't do the same thing with BO7 and they actually drop some meaningful content. That's all I'm hoping for, man. But like I said, though, I definitely do want to make a actual main channel video on everything that I have to say, something very organized, because this is very candid what I'm saying right now. But I want to make like a super organized video talking about the future of Call of Duty. Shit on.
Damn, this mother.
I'm him. I'm actually Himothy, brother. I didn't really want to wipe those guys, but I kind of had to. Oh, this guy didn't make it in the... I don't know if he was trying to make it on the roof, but he didn't.
Still dogging down here.
Let's get up top, though. We're on pretty decent pace right now. Decent. Whoa, hey, chill there, muddy. I guess I'm gonna have to get up this way. I came over this way not expecting much and didn't really get much. This 8 attachment kilo, though, was actually kind of insane, dude. Like I said, this is my first time using the 8 attachment gun. I'm not even trolling. Shout out FIFA Kill, though. He cooked with this loadout for surely. What the heck? They got a loadout up here. Is there only 3 people on this team? Yeah, there is. So where's everyone else, though? Control center? Bet I'm out. Control center is my home.
He coming. Yeah, he came right over here killing.
Oh, most definitely, man. I got that gunny on me for real. I got that stick on me for real, man. That chopstick.
Yeah. Hey, it's 2 of them.
Nah, it's only 1.
My God,
I just made a nasty rotation.
Nah, it's only me.
It really is though. Y'all ain't even on top floor? Where'd y'all go?
Alright, look, nigga sliding.
Yeah, I'm sliding. They coming back yet? Damn, he dipped out that way. I guess I should have stuck over here. I don't know, man. I might. Yeah, they're coming back already. Here they come. Well, they might try to land back at control. Now they're landing over this way. Woo! Beamed, brother. Get beamed, bitch. No, that's your teammate, man. What are you shooting at?
Priority tasking request received. We're done.
Oh, wait, maybe it wasn't his teammate. No, it wasn't. Woo! Now you like that, twin. Peek that for me, twin. Aw, you fumbled, twin.
Fire fails done. Prices are back to
Whee!
normal. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Well, they still fighting over here, though.
You're in the top 5. Bring home the win. 5 squads still operational in the AO. Marking the rest.
Right.
Gotta leave bro alive.
We've located the rest of them.
Now I gotta get up here because this is where they was fighting at the whole time. Oh man, oh man.
UAV in the area. Surgeons, no more second chance.
Yeah, this is nutty. This is so satisfying. Like, why wouldn't there be someone camping in the tower though? Where is he? I can't even see nothing, man. Peek me, dude. Come on, dude. You might have jumped, actually. I heard a parachute, but I don't know if it was him, though. Check that no one's in here. Oh, whoa, whoa. They seeing me from somewhere, though. Might have been that guy. Woo! They're getting beamed. So, oh, he has, wait, oh, no, he doesn't have ghost, but that's definitely where I was getting shot at from. For sure.
Changing mag. UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base.
Why he jumped, though? Looks like his boy maybe got people back. He got the res, I think, but... I guess that's it. I don't know how he made his way over here that quick.
Holding. Quite great to restock. Advise you to load. Enemies are dropping into the area.
Oh, yeah, for real, mate. Enemies dropping into the AO. I'm not even going to waste my time getting streaks.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Got him. Oh, that was an Elim, though? That wasn't even a full kill? Oh, I did hear an explosion out there. He might have got downed. There we go. 1v2, y'all. Uno v dos. Where are they at, though? They hiding, I'll tell you that much. Hey, where you at, man? Drop the low, son. Come on now, man. You can't hide forever. Maybe he was underground or something? Yoo-hoo. It's a la-boo-boo. Oh, Dutter. They have to be underground.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Oh, Dutter. I knew you guys would be underground. You silly gooses. You silly geese, I mean. I sound like an idiot saying that. What are you goobers doing? Come on out. Come out wherever you are. Or yo, come on, man. The funny business is up. Where y'all at? There's no way they're dying by gas. The only way they could have went is this way. Bro, there's no way they're opting to die by gas. Bro, what? Hey, I know he's pissed, bro. Yo, what? Buddy, one of them opted to die by gas. He was like, screw this, dude. I do not want to fight him. Yeah, anyways, well, that was nice, bro, using the 1 mil loadout and going on a little bit of a yap session. But yeah, like I said, though, man, I'm going to probably make a full video giving my full thoughts on the future of Call of Duty, because I have yet to be wrong about these things, okay? I have yet to be wrong, and I would love to be proven wrong, not only by other people in the community, but by the devs themselves, brother. But I just don't think that the BO7 COD Next was enough to fulfill the expectations that we have for Warzone.